Facebook, Instagram, everybody who's tapped in. Excited to have this conversation with everybody. What is going on? Again, if you're watching this live, comment live. If you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and comment replay below. Again, if you're watching this live with me right now, comment live for me. If you're watching this on the replay, please comment hashtag replay. Much love. I appreciate everybody who's plugging in. I'm gonna give everybody another minute or two to go ahead and hop on, getting this situated here on the Facebook, and it is figuring this thing out over here. But what up? If you're live, comment live. If you're watching the replay, comment replay. I want to make sure that I can see everybody. So this is going to be an incredible live. We're going to talk about confidence today. We're going to talk about confidence today. So I got a lot of people who I see just in today's day and age struggling with their self-confidence. There was a big time in my personal life where I struggle with my confidence. So we're going to talk about confidence today because I truly believe that we have some things that are going to be able to help you. So much love. We're going to talk about confidence again. So if you're watching this live, comment live. If you're watching the replay, comment replay. But we can get right into the meat and potatoes of what it is that we're here for today. So confidence. Why do people struggle so much with their confidence? Why do people feel like they're not confident? So if I had more confidence, I could do this, and that. Or if I was an extrovert, I could do this, and that. Why do people struggle with their confidence? So let's jump right in it. Confidence. And again, I've been doing much more word studies now in 2023, and even probably in the middle of last year, because I believe that understanding the root of how words are built and how words are created will allow us to have a deeper understanding, and then from there to be able to actually transfer that into real actionable change in our lives because we actually understand what words mean. So confidence, the root word in the word confidence is to confide. Confide is the root word of confidence. And what does it mean to confide in something? Confide, if you look up the definition, at the end of the day, it means to trust. Confide means to trust. So the issue is, and again, if you know somebody who needs help with their confidence, tag them in this post, share this post with them. Yes, it's going to be on my YouTube channel. Yes, we're going to keep it up on Facebook and Instagram as well. But if you know somebody struggling with their confidence, tag them in this. The root word of confidence is the word confide. Confide means to trust. The reason that you don't have self-confidence is because you do not trust yourself. Why do you not trust yourself? How could you right now, you know who you are. How do you not trust yourself? You don't trust yourself because who is the one person that knows every single lie that you told? Every lie you've ever told in your entire life. Who is that person who knows it? Who knows it? Comment below. Who knows every lie you've ever told in your entire life? Who knows? I want to know, do you know? Who knows? You are the person. I see you on here, Ty. What up, baby? I see you on here, Brendan. What's up, baby? I see you on here, Jeff. Who knows every single lie that you've ever told? That lie is you. You know whoever every lie it is that you've told. So the issue is that you have repeatedly broken your word to yourself so many times that you don't believe anything it is that you say. And that is tough. Again, you have repeatedly broken your word to yourself so many times that you don't believe anything it is that you currently say. And Proverbs 29:19 says, as a face is reflected in water, so the heart reflects in the real person. So what does that mean? That means that as a face is reflected in water. What's that mean? When I look at water, I see a reflection of my face. What does that have to do with this? It's because people, when you're talking to people, they don't see you as they see you. They see you as you see you. So if you're not confident in yourself, when you have a conversation with somebody else, they're not walking up to you with the assumption that, hey, this person isn't trustworthy, or hey, this person isn't a good person, or hey, this person is not valid, or they're not thinking any of those things. They're only thinking what it is that you think about yourself. So how you come across to somebody else is the same as a face is reflected in water, so the heart reflects the real person. They feel your vibe, they catch your energy, they feel that drift, and they can recognize that this person don't believe what it is that they're talking to me about right now. This person doesn't believe. I can have a conversation with somebody and within 5 minutes, I know, like, okay, you don't really either know what you're talking about at all, or you're just not confident in the things it is that we're having this conversation about. And that comes from a lack of self-confidence, which is a lack of you just being honest with you and coming through on your word over and over again. And if you have not done that, you will be in a position of lack, and it will be tough for you to have influence in any area of your life. And I'm not just talking about influence like social media. Like social media is great, but that's not the influence. I'm talking about influence with your spouse. I'm talking about influence with your kid. Listen, for all of us who have parents, you know your parents, like when you catch your parents lying, you never look at them the same again, because you're like, oh wow, like if you're going to lie to that person, or if you're going to lie, you told me you were going to do this and then you didn't do that. Now that affects how I view you for the rest of this relationship. So if you want to have a positive influence on people, you have to generate more self-confidence. And again, if you ever read Think and Grow Rich, you'll know that the self-confidence formula by Napoleon Hill is an incredible read, but I want to make this a little bit more simple. But this is why I hate New Year's resolutions. I hate New Year's resolutions because it's setting you up to lie to yourself, which will then affect every other area of your life. Has anybody ever, if you've made a New Year's resolution this past year, I want you to think about that resolution right now, and then think about where it is that you are today coming into the end of the year. Think about that. It sets you up to say, okay, well, this new year, I want to lose 100 pounds. And now you're 3 weeks, 4 weeks later, you're haven't even started that journey. And now you're looking at yourself differently because you know that you made a commitment, you know that you made a promise to yourself, and that you're not doing it. And that will resonate into the rest of your life. That's why I don't like 75 hard. I've never liked it. First of all, I've seen probably 250, maybe 400 people in the last 3 years of my life start 75 hard, and way less than 10% of them ever completed. If you know anybody who started 75 hard, I want you to think about them right now. Did they started clearly because they made posts about it on their social medias. They started a little 75 checks and start Xing out every day. Think about, did that person actually complete that 75? Comment if you've seen anybody start 75 hard and not complete it. Put a 1 in the chat box, or put a 1 in the comments if you've seen anybody start 75 hard and then go ahead and not complete it. I've seen multiple people do it. The high majority of people who start do not finish. And that's just not, that affects more than just that challenge. If you set a goal, or you set, hey, I make a commitment, I'm going to do this for the next 75 days every single day, and then you don't do it, or you stop, or you fall off, or something happens, that will roll and resonate into every other area of your life. So I don't make massive complete, like if I'm not going to the gym and working out, thinking starting 75 hard is going to change all of that is just playing yourself. So I think it's much more wise to go ahead, and I'm going to give you guys some keys at the end of this as far as why, or some 3 keys to unstoppable confidence is what it is, we'll call it. But if you never read this before, John 1:14 says, and the word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory. What does that mean? The word, and John 1:1 says, in the beginning was the word, and the word was God, and the word was with God. So he's saying that the word then became flesh and then dwelt among us. This is why I love this scripture, because it shows me, or made me think about, when I've ever told a lie to somebody, or when I've ever been not truthful with somebody, I don't want to be around that person, because I know that the things it is that I said did not come into fruition. So now I'm uncomfortable around those people. And that's the same way it happens with people all the time. You see everybody, or somebody scam somebody, or they do something crazy, or somebody, like a pastor, falls off and does something super immoral. Like, they don't want to dwell around the people that they told X, Y, and Z was going to happen. And that is really, really bad. So you want to make sure that when you say you're going to do something, you treat it like your life is on the line. You treat it as if it is so important that you would rather die than not actually do the thing. And it's important to continue to stand on your word and to stand on the things it is that you're saying, because it will increase your influence over those people. When you see somebody who does what it is that they say they're going to do consistently, your opinion, your respect, your view of that person will rise massively. And that starts with you, though. Before you start worrying about other people, come through on your word to you. So I have 3 keys for you guys today for unstoppable confidence. All right, 3 keys for you. The first key is stop making choices and start making decisions. When you make a choice, you're pretty much saying, this is optional. Okay, I have a bunch of options here. I'm going to make a choice. When you make a decision, and again, a decision, if you go to the root word, it's decide, and it's even deeper than that. But decide, you should think about anytime you hear side, suicide, pesticide, homicide. There's more examples. something dies. There's no other option than the decision it is that I already made. There's no other way out. There's no other potential outcome outside of what it is that I've decided that it's going to be. And if you start making more decisions as opposed to choices, you will be much more consistent in the areas that matter the most. And you will also build up your own self-confidence, because as you go ahead and complete the things it is that you've decided on, your confidence and your view of you will increase a ton. Example for me, I'm married, obviously, and I made a decision when I stood at that altar when I got married with my wife. Like, I made a decision that day that I will never, ever, ever be with any other woman for the rest of my living days. And there's nothing that can change or take away from that. There's no argument. We can get into a fight 10 days in a row. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to be thinking about or wanting to go be or desiring or go do something with another woman. Absolutely not. I've made a decision. That decision has already, it's already happened. There's no other potential outcome outside of what it is that I've already decided on. And I think that that's very, very important to carry on with you. So making decisions, this is why people don't have confidence, because they're making choices as opposed to decisions. I'm not waiting for, or I'm not consulting my feelings to determine whether it is or what it is that I'm actually going to do. I'm not consulting my feelings. The decision of this has already been made. My video cut on Facebook, but all is well. Hopefully they can still hear me. Give me 1 second to fix this. Let's see if that will do it. And I believe that it did. All right, wonderful. So, or it didn't. Yeah, not sure on my video cut, but all is well. Your first thing is to make decisions and not choices. And then after that, you want to make decisions and start habit stacking. If you've never read the book before, Atomic Habits is an incredible book, and it talks about being able to stack habits on top of each other over and over again. And a lot of times we make massive commitments like 75 hard or a New Year's resolution, but have zero intention or have zero actual plan to be able to walk that thing out over the course of a period of time. But what I'll say is making a decision like, hey, I'm going to read a book for 5 minutes a day. That is now a decision. You now can incorporate that into your time. And I would say start really, really small. I know you want to see big changes in your life, but you have to start with small decisions over and over and over again. Hey, I'm going to go on a walk every day for 15 minutes. Hey, I'm going to pray every day for 10 minutes. I'm going to text somebody that I love, that I'm grateful for them every day. Like those kind of small things. Once you do that and have the fulfillment, like you put it on your checklist, you go ahead and actually do it and check it off every day. That will make you feel so much better about yourself, not immediately, but over time. And as you get consistent with doing these small things, more big decisions it is that you're going to make in the future will go ahead and you'll have much more success with the bigger things, much more success with big decisions it is that you have to make once you can go ahead and start habit stacking small things over time. I tell that to people all the time in business. Hey, I know you want to make $10,000 a month, but in order to be able to get there, you have to be able to do the small things like expose one new person to your business opportunity every single day. And you doing that with one person will build up the muscle, will build up the training, will build up your skill set that will allow you to now be able to have what it is that you want at the end of this. And it's not about making a massive change. It's always about making that small change consistently over time that will allow you to then trust yourself, which will allow you to be able to confide in yourself and then to exude confidence when you're dealing with real people in the marketplace. So that's what I got for you guys today. Oh, your third key for your unstoppable confidence is starting today. The best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The second best time was yesterday. The third best time is today. Start today. Make decisions about things it is that you want to be a part of your life today. Not yesterday, not the day before that, right here, right now. Why would you wait until next week to start something that could potentially change your life? You say, okay, you know what? I need more confidence in myself. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a decision that I'm going to start doing some kind of a small habit today. I'm going to read that book for 5 minutes a day. I'm going to go on a walk every day. I'm going to go to the gym every day. I'm going to pray every day. Whatever that thing is, and make it small. Don't make it so big to where, hey, I'm going to pray for 3 hours every day. If you ain't never prayed for 10 minutes consistently for a week, why would you think that you're going to be able to do it for that long consistently? It's not realistic. And a lot of times people overestimate what they can do over a long period of time and underestimate what they can do. They overestimate what they can do in a little bit of time and underestimate what they can do in a long period of time. So that's what I got for you guys today. 3 keys to unstoppable confidence. Much love. We'll catch up soon. Peace.